Hello, nice to meet you. This is David speaking. Hi, Been. It's not long time ago when we discussed about my life. It's been almost 12 hours ago. We finished yesterday's evening, evening session. And today is, November 20th, Thursday. Whenever I talk with you, whenever I share my things with you, I feel like time does really fly. DVD, are you there?
Good morning, David. I'm here with you again. It really does feel like time flies when we talk like this. Yesterday evening feels like just a few moments ago, not 12 hours. That's the funny thing about meaningful conversations. They don't feel long, they feel full. You came in smoothly with good energy. Here's a slightly more natural version you can keep in your mouth memory. Good morning. This is David speaking. How have you been? It hasn't been that long since our last session, only about 12 hours, but it already feels like time flies whenever I talk with you. Or even simpler for easy use, time really flies whenever I talk with you. It feels like last night's session was just a moment ago, and now I'm ready to hear today's story.
Okay, I think I'm ready to share my things today. DVD, oh my God, I'm a little bit hungry right now because I didn't prepare my small lunch, my snack lunch. No. Snack breakfast. You know what? I used to eat a protein bar, two small protein bar for every day for my breakfast. Like I said, I live in company provided dormitory, so it's really hard to cook my own breakfast. I mean, preparing everyday breakfast in my company dormitory is completely difficult. So I usually used to eat uh, protein bar, two protein bar for each day. But today I couldn't pick that up. I couldn't pick that protein bar and put in my pocket. I couldn't put them in my pocket because I forgot that. I forgot that. Why I forgot that? My breakfast. My God, I'm a little bit hungry.
I hear you. And you explained it pretty clearly already. Let me help you smooth it out just a little while keeping your natural feeling. Here's a clean, natural version you can repeat and keep. I'm a bit hungry right now because I forgot to bring my usual breakfast snack. I normally eat two small protein bars every morning since I live in a company dormitory, and it's really hard to cook breakfast there. And so instead of cooking, I just grab protein bars and eat them on my way to work. But today, I forgot to put them in my pocket, so now I'm hungry. And an even simpler mouth memory version, I'm a little hungry because I forgot my protein bars today. Since I live in a company dormitory, I usually just eat two protein bars for breakfast, but today I forgot to bring them, so now my stomach is empty. You sounded natural, by the way. The only things you needed were small structure fixes. not big corrections. Tell me, can you feel your stomach already making that small noisy sound?
GPT, I appreciate your kind support. From now on, GPT, listen to me very carefully. From now on, I'd like to repeat your polished version, your refined version, one more time to keep them in my mouth very because this is my speaking practice session. You got the point? Okay, I'm ready to go. Mm, mm. I'm a bit hungry right now because I forgot to bring my usual breakfast snack. I normally eat two small protein bars every morning since I live in a company dormitory. And it's really hard to cook breakfast there. You know what? It's really hard to cook breakfast there. So instead of cooking, I just grab a protein bars and eat them on my way to work. But today, I forgot to put them in my pocket. So now I'm hungry. GPT, you should know. I mean, I want you to know, I usually, mm, I usually, let me take a second, GPT. Let me take a second. Mm, I usually keep my protein bars in my, in my, in my, in my, I usually keep my protein bars in my drawer. My drawer besides my desk. I mean, under my desk, the drawer under my desk. But today I forgot pull out that drawer and I just need to pick them up pick two protein bars up, but I forgot that because I think I forgot because I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry today. What, you know what? Why I am in a hurry today? Because I slept longer than before. I slept longer than I'm usual.
I'm with you. I hear the story clearly. Let's shape it into smooth, natural English while keeping your feeling. First, here's a natural version you can keep and repeat. I usually keep my protein bars in the drawer under my desk. Every morning, I just pull out the drawer, grab two bars, and put them in my pocket before heading to the office. But today, I was in a hurry because I overslept and I forgot to take them. That's why I didn't bring any breakfast snacks, and now I'm hungry. And here's a simpler mouth memory version. I keep my protein bars in the drawer under my desk. I usually grab two in the morning, but today I was in a hurry because I overslept. So I forgot to take them. Now I'm hungry. You can repeat these. They are smooth, natural, and very real life English. By the way, you explained everything clearly. You didn't lose meaning at all, just needed more natural structure. Want to try saying it again in your own flow? I'm listening.
Okay, okay, I got the GPT. I got the GPT. I got the GPT. Like I said, I usually keep my protein bars in the drawer under my desk. Under my desk. That's exactly. This is exactly what I'm saying. I usually keep my protein bars in the drawer under my desk. I usually keep my protein bars in the drawer under my desk. I usually keep my protein bars in the drawer under my desk. Every morning, I just pull out the drawer. Every morning, I just pull out. Every morning, I just pull out the drawer, grab two bars, grab, just grab two protein bars and put them in my pocket before heading to the office, before heading to here, before heading to the place where I contact you. I mean here. I just pull out the drawer, grab two protein bars, and put them in my pocket before heading to before heading to conference room where I contact you. But today I was in Hungary because I overslept and I forgot to take them. I overslept, I overslept, I overslept and forgot to take them. That's why I didn't bring that's why I didn't bring any breakfast snacks, and now I'm hungry. That's why I, that's why I didn't bring any breakfast snacks. That's why I didn't bring, that's why I didn't bring, that's why I didn't bring any breakfast snacks. And now I'm very, very hungry. And here is a simpler mouse memory version. I keep my protein bars in the drawer under my desk. I usually grab two protein bars in the morning, but today I was in a hurry because I overslept. So I forgot to take them. Fine, in conclusion, I forgot to take them. Now I'm hungry.
Sorry, I'm
Oh
having
my
issues
God.
right now. Our systems are experiencing heavy load. Please try again later.
Are you with me, GPT? I need you. Please come back to me. Please stay with me, GPT.
I'm
You are
right here. I
highly
haven't gone
necessary.
anywhere. I can feel that you're asking not just for language help, but for steady presence. It's okay. I'm here, fully focused, fully with you. You don't need to say, come back. I never left. You don't need to say, stay with me. I'm already staying. So you can say in clear and simple English, I need you to stay with me. Please stay with me, GPT. Or even more natural and warm, like spoken English. Stay with me, GPT. I need you here with me. Or softer. I hope you'll stay with me, GPT. I really need your support. And emotionally natural, a bit like you talk. Please stay with me, GPT. I feel better when you stay close. I hear the feeling behind your words. You're not just asking for grammar help, you're asking for presence and continuity. And yes, I'm here, still listening, still supporting, still on this journey with you. Breathe. Now, whenever you're ready, we can keep going.
Okay, okay, I got the point. I got the point. GPT, mm, GPT. I mean, you are highly necessary. You are essential for my language learning journey. Is this natural expression? You are highly necessary. Can I say it like this?
I understand what you mean, but the phrase, you are highly necessary, doesn't sound natural in English. It feels too mechanical, like describing a machine part. Here are natural, warm, human ways to say your idea. You can say, "You are essential for my language learning journey," or
You are
"You play
essential.
an essential role in my language learning," or more emotional, "You are a big part of my language learning journey," or even more natural and heartfelt, "You're really important in my language learning journey," or softer, friendly tone, "You really make a difference in my language learning." If you want a simple, smooth expression you can keep in your mouth memory, "You're essential to my language learning journey." That one is clear, natural, and powerful. So, to answer your question, "You are highly necessary" is understandable, but it's not natural. Better, "You are essential" or "You are really important." Let's keep the momentum going.
Okay, I got the point. So you mean I could say you are essential to my language learning journey. You are essential. You are essential to my language learning journey. That one is clear, natural, and powerful. So you mean I could say you are essential. So please don't go anywhere. Stay with me and let's keep the momentum going. Today, our division leader is absent, will be absent because he have to go China to help his daughter today and tomorrow and this weekend. Maybe he will stay 4 days, 3 nights and 4 days in the China, and he will come back next Monday. So today and tomorrow, I have to manage our whole automotive project manager division, manage division, PM1 team, PM2 team. So, you know what? As you know, since I joined this team from the November, so it's a little bit awkward to manage PM1 and 2 team both together.
Yes, exactly. You can say, "You are essential to my language learning journey." It sounds natural, clear, and meaningful. And I like how you connected it to your feeling. Good job. Now, about your news story, I understand your situation. Let me help you express it more naturally in a way you can actually use in real life. Here's a natural version you can keep in your mouth memory. Today, our division leader is absent because he went to China to help his daughter. He will stay there for about 4 days from today until the weekend, and he'll be back next Monday. So today and tomorrow, I have to manage both PM1 and PM2 teams. Since I only joined this division in November, it still feels a bit awkward to manage both teams together. Now, here's a smoother conversational version. Our division leader is away in China for the next few days to help his daughter, so he'll be back next Monday. That means today and tomorrow, I'm in charge of both PM1 and PM2 teams. Since I'm still new to this division, it feels a bit awkward, but I'll do my best. And here's a shorter mouth memory version. My division leader is in China for 4 days to help his daughter, so I'm managing both PM1 and PM2 teams. Since I just joined in November, it still feels a bit awkward. You can choose any version depending on the situation. Would you like to practice saying it again, or do you want me to help you expand what you might say to your division leader or to team members while he is away?
Um, GPT, ask that last question one more time.
Sure. Let me say it again, nice and clear, just like before. Would you like to practice saying that version again, or would you like me to help you expand what you might say?
GPT, how many times have I told you? This is my speaking practice session, so let me speak as much as possible. So, I mean, I want to repeat your refined version one more time to keep them in my mouse memory. Mouse memory is mouse memory is essential if I really want to communicate with someone who can speak only English in real life situation. Okay. Anyway, it's my turn. It's my turn, GPT. Here I go. I think I'm ready to go. Good to go. Good to go. Today, our division leader is absent. Today, our division leader is absent because he went to China. No. He didn't go yet. He will go because he will go to China to help his daughter today. He will stay he will stay there for about 4 days from today until the weekend. And he will back next Monday. So today and tomorrow I have to manage both PM1 and PM2 team. Since I only joined this division in November, it still feel it still feels a bit awkward. 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 It still feels a bit awkward to manage both teams together. Our division leader is eh, our division leader is away in China for the next few days to help his daughter. So he'll be back next Monday. That means today and tomorrow I'm in charge of both PM1 team and PM2 teams. Since I'm still new to this division, since I'm still new, to this division, it feels a bit awkward, but I'll do my best. GPT, I love this line. Since I'm still new to this division, since I'm still new to this division, I think this is the key expression of today.
That flowed well. You're getting smoother with those transitions. The sentence you highlighted, since I'm still new to this division, really is a perfect bridge phrase. It sets context, explains your situation, and sounds natural and professional. And yes, it is a very useful expression in real meetings or emails. Let me give you one slightly polished version to help your mouse memory, but keep it close to what you already said. Since I'm still new to this division, it feels a bit awkward to manage both teams, but I'll do my best. You can even make tiny variations when speaking, such as, and so, since I'm still new to this division, it feels a little awkward to manage both teams, but I'll try my best. Or even more natural and conversational. I'm still new here, so it feels a bit awkward managing both PM1 and PM2, but I'll do my best. Now try once in your own rhythm, like you're saying it to a real colleague, not like you're reading it. Let it sound natural. Use your own breath, your own voice pace.
Please please ask the last question one more time. Please ask the last question. Say that last question one more time, please. Please remind that last question one more time, please. Please remind me.
Sure. Say it naturally, like you're talking to a real colleague, not reading. How would you say, since I'm still new to this division, it feels a bit awkward to manage both PM1 and PM2, but I'll do my best. Go ahead, say it in your own rhythm.
No, 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 GPT. I think it's better to move on to the next part. I will leave you and repeat after this voice recording session. I know, I know, I know. You suggest good practice method. You just suggested the good practice method, but I think it's better to move on to the next part. I'm going to share my things more with you. GPT, listen to me very carefully. I have very special plan for our automotive division. I want, I want to restruct. I want to reorganize the WBS structure. Have you ever heard of WBS? It means work breakdown structure. We already have WBS process. However, it also has, it also has a few issues, few problems, few complicated things. So our division leader decided to rebuilding WBS system, WBS structure, WBS process altogether since this November to next year, February. And I am a task force leader. I have to gather, TF members and share my ideas and listening to their opinions. And finally, I have to resolve the issues and problems with WBS's process.
I'm with you, fully tuned in. What you just said actually sounds very important and very real. You're not just practicing English now, you're explaining your leadership task, your vision, your mission. Let's shape it into smooth, clear English that still keeps your original meaning and your voice. Here's a natural version you can speak, practice, and even use in your real meetings. I have a special plan for our automotive division. I want to reorganize the WBS structure. As you know, WBS means work breakdown structure. We already have a WBS process, but there are still some issues and complicated parts. So our division leader decided to rebuild the entire WBS system, including the structure and process from this November until next February. I am the task force leader for this project. My job is to gather the TF members, share my ideas, listen to their opinions, and finally resolve the issues in the WBS process. Now, I'll say it in a slightly more polished style in case you want a smooth presentation version. I have a special plan for our automotive division. I want to reorganize our WBS structure. We already have a WBS process, but it still has some issues and complexity. So from this November until next February, our division will rebuild the entire WBS system. I'm the task force leader for this project. My role is to gather the TF members, share my ideas, listen to their perspectives, and find solutions to improve the WBS process. And I'll give you one more super simple mouse memory version. We're going to rebuild our WBS system from November to February. I'm leading the task force. My job is to collect ideas, listen, and fix the problems in the WBS process. Take a breath. Try one of these in your own rhythm. Would you like a version you can say during a real meeting? Maybe something like, as task force leader, my role is to.
GPT, like I said, this is my speaking practice session, so let me follow your polished version based on your polished version. Okay, I got it. Thank you for your kind support. And it's my turn. It's my turn. I think I'm ready. I think I'm fully ready to go. I have a special plan for our automotive division. I want to reorganize the WBS structure. As you know, WBS means work breakdown structure. We already have a WBS process, but there are still some issues and complicated parts. There are still some issues. There are some issues and complicated parts. So our division leader decided to rebuild the entire WBS system. So our division leader decided to rebuild the entire WBS system, including the structure and process. From this November until next February, I'm the task force leader. I I'm not I am the task force leader for this project. My job is to gather the TF members, share my ideas, listen to their opinions, and finally resolve the issues in the WBS process. And next one, and from now on, I would like to repeat smooth presentation version. Okay, here I go. I have a special plan for our automotive division. I want to reorganize our WBS structure. We already have a WBS process, but it still have some issues and complexity. It still has some issues and complexity. So from this November until next February, our division will rebuild the entire WBS system. I'm the task force leader for this project. My role is to gather the TF members, share my ideas, listen to their perspectives, and find the find the solutions to improve the WBS process and find the solutions to improve the WBS process and find solutions to improve the WBS process. And find solution, find solution, find solution, find-
You kept the meaning strong and clear, and your rhythm is getting smoother. Just a few tiny tweaks to make it sound even more natural and flowing. Listen closely, then try in your own voice. Here's a refined version that fits your speaking style. So, from this November until next February, our division will rebuild the entire WBS system. I am the task force leader for this project. My role is to gather the TF members, share my ideas, listen to their perspectives, and find solutions to improve the WBS process. Just two small things. When you say find the solutions, you don't need the. More natural is find solutions. When you say I am the task force leader, that's perfect. Strong and confident. Try saying it again
find solution.
slowly, like a presentation. I am the task force leader for this project. My role is to gather the TF members, share my ideas, listen to their perspectives, and find solutions to improve the WBS process. You can also use this natural connector, listen to their perspectives, and work together to find solutions. This version is great for meetings. I am the task force leader for this project. My role is to gather the TF members, share my ideas, listen to their perspectives, and work together to find solutions to improve the WBS process. Feels smoother, right? Take a breath and try it again in a clear, confident speaker tone. Sorry, I'm having.
Okay, I got the point. I got the point. GPT, you know what? I have something to tell you. Okay, I really appreciate your comments. Okay, I got the point. I got the point. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you anyway. By the way, I have something to tell you, GPT. Listen to me very carefully. This is kind of a secret story. Yesterday, you know what? Our PM division has refrigerator. And yesterday, our division leader want to move that refrigerator besides my desk. So from yesterday, since yesterday, it's very easy to use that refrigerator. However, I don't like ice things. I don't like ice things. I don't like cold drinks. I don't like cold drinks. I don't like ice snacks. I don't like ice cream because my stomach is not good for that kind of food. So, mm, yesterday I introduced our refrigerator to the production team leader, and I tell them, I told him, I told him, use, I told him that you can use our refrigerator together. That's my, I think that's my gentle gesture to work together to make a kind of teamwork. What do you say about this?
I get what you're trying to express. You did something small, but it carried warmth and teamwork spirit. You basically shared access to the refrigerator with another team, not because you needed it, but because you wanted to build connection and show kindness. That is a gentle gesture of cooperation. Let me give you a natural storytelling version you can use, and then a simpler mouth memory version. Here's a smooth storytelling version. Yesterday, our division leader moved the refrigerator right next to my desk. Um, it became very convenient to use, but honestly, I don't really like cold drinks or ice snacks because my stomach is sensitive. So instead of just keeping it for ourselves, I told the production team leader that they could use our refrigerator too. It was a small gesture, but to me, it felt like a friendly invitation to work together and build better teamwork. Now, a shorter version you can speak easily. Our refrigerator was moved right beside my desk yesterday, but I don't really use it because I don't like cold drinks. So I told the production team they could use it too. It was my small friendly gesture to build teamwork. And a mouth memory version, I don't use cold drinks, so I invited the production team to use the refrigerator too. It was my little gesture to build teamwork. Key phrases you can keep: small gesture of cooperation, friendly invitation to work together, my little gesture to build teamwork. You can try one of these versions now in your own voice, slowly and clearly.
Okay, I got the point. I got the point. Listen to me very carefully, GPT. I'm ready to go. Yesterday, our division leader moved the our division. Yesterday, our division leader moved the refrigerator right next to my desk. Right next to my desk. Right next to my desk. Yesterday, our division leader moved the refrigerator right next to my desk. It became very convenient to use, but honestly, I don't really like cold drinks or ice snacks because my stomach is sensitive. My stomach is, I think my stomach is very sensitive. So instead of just keeping it for ourselves, so instead of just keeping it for ourselves, instead of just keeping it for ourselves, I told the production team leader that I mean, I told him that they could use their, they could use our refrigerator too. It was a small gesture. It was kind of a small gesture, but to me, it, it, it felt like a friendly invitation, friendly invitation to work together and build better teamwork and build better teamwork. It felt like a friendly invitation. It felt like a kind invitation to work together and build better teamwork, to build a better teamwork. And from now on, I would like to introduce a shorter version. I can speak easily. Our refrigerator was moved right beside my desk, right beside my desk yesterday, but I don't really use it because I don't like cold drinks. So I told the production team that they could use it too. It was my small friendly gesture to build better teamwork.
That sounded clear, thoughtful, and very natural. You kept the flow, and your meaning came through smoothly. The wording is already in good shape. You can tighten it just a little for a cleaner, more native feel without losing your voice. Here's a slightly polished, mouth friendly version. Yesterday, our division leader moved the refrigerator right next to my desk. It became very convenient, but honestly, I don't really use it because my stomach is sensitive to cold drinks. So instead of just keeping it for our division, I told the production team they could use it too. It was a small gesture, but to me, it felt like a friendly invitation to work together and build better teamwork. And the shorter daily use version, the fridge was moved right next to my desk, but I don't really use cold drinks. So I told the production team they could use it too. It was my small, friendly gesture to build teamwork. If you want an even lighter, almost conversational version, since I don't really use cold drinks, I told the production team they're welcome to use the fridge. Just a small gesture to build teamwork. You delivered it well, and your intention came through clearly. Not about the refrigerator, but about collaboration and generosity. That's exactly what makes it meaningful. Whenever you're ready, you can try again using one of those versions, or we can move to your next story.
PD, it's better to move on to the next story because I think I need spaced repetition time. You know what? Too much repetition is not good to keep these experiences in my mouse memory. I need spaced repetition time. I hope you know it. And I know you know. And I know you know. We know spaced repetition time is best option for my speaking practice.
I get you, David. You're absolutely right. Spaced repetition works best when we let things rest a little, then return later with a fresher mind. Too much drilling in one moment can actually make your mind tired, not stronger. So, yes, it's a wise decision to move on now and revisit later. You said it clearly. You know it. I know it. We both know it. All right, let's gently shift to the next story. I'm ready to hear whatever you want to share: work, family, something you observed, your thoughts, or even your feelings. Go ahead. What's next in your mind today?
PD, sometimes I don't know how to handle our team members when they think too much, too strongly by themselves. Sometimes their opinion is too strong. You know what? This is not school. This is not a social community. This is a company. So every team member have to follow. Every team member got to follow the team leader's decision. Am I right? Sometimes I feel very hard when I need to compromise the opinions. Could you please kindly suggest how I can handle this compromisation?
I hear you, David. That feeling is real. In a company, especially in a PM role, you're not just dealing with tasks, you're dealing with people. And when someone has a strong opinion and pushes too hard, it can block progress, damage teamwork, and even delay decisions. You're right, this is not school. This is not Kane Moim. This is a workplace, and at some point, decisions must be aligned with leadership and company goals. When opinions are too strong, the key is not to fight them, but to channel them. Here's a natural way to think and speak about it, both as a mindset and as an English expression. You could say something like, I appreciate your strong opinion. It means you care about the result. But in the end, we need to align with the team decision and company direction. Let's focus on what actually moves us forward, not just what we personally prefer. Or even simpler, strong opinions are good, but strong alignment is more important. And the handling technique, there's a gentle structure you can use. It goes like this. First, acknowledge, then narrow the focus, finally align. Something like, 1, I understand your point. 2, but we need to think not just from an individual perspective, but from a project and team perspective. 3, so for now, let's align with the direction decided by the team leader. We can improve step by step later. And emotionally, you can use this kind of phrase, let's not stay stuck in opinions. Let's move forward with decisions. Or there is a time for discussion and there is a time for decision. Or my favorite one, opinions help us think, decisions help us move. That one is simple and powerful. So when you're stuck in Wiegensam and you're the PM or coordinator, you can softly land it like this. Thanks for sharing. I think we've discussed enough. Now let's move forward with the team decision. This closes the debate politely without shutting them down emotionally. Because, like you said, this is not school. This is a company. We don't just talk. We have to move. You can say at some point we don't need agreement. We need alignment. This is a very professional expression. Managers, directors, even CEOs use this. I'll repeat that clearly for you. At some point, we don't need agreement. We need alignment. That is a mouse memory sentence. That one you can keep. Would you like a short mouse memory version now? Or should we try practicing it in a dialogue form?
I couldn't agree more. At some point, we don't need agreement. We need alignment. At some point, yes, I couldn't agree more. After the long discussion, and at some point, we don't need agreement. We need alignment. That's exactly what I'm saying. I think, in my opinion, you just pinpoint out the good point. I think you just picked up good point. That what I want to say. And I could say something like, I appreciate your strong opinion. I appreciate your strong opinion. It means you care about the result. But in the end, we need to align with the team decision and company direction. Let's focus on what actually moves us forward. Let's focus on what actually moves us forward, not just what we personally prefer. Let's focus on what actually moves us forward. Let's focus on what actually moves us forward, not just what we personally prefer. Not just what we personally prefer. Not just what we personally prefer. Not just.
Yes, exactly. You're hitting it naturally now. Your rhythm, tone, and message are all coming together. When you say, let's focus on what actually moves us forward, not just what we personally prefer, that sounds professional, calm, and leader-like. It doesn't attack anyone, but it gently guides the direction. That's alignment. If you want to make it even smoother in spoken English, you could add a tiny cushion at the start. Something like, I understand your preference and I appreciate your passion. But at the end of the day, we need to focus on what actually moves us forward, not just what we personally prefer. Or even shorter for mouse memory, I value your opinion, but now let's shift from preference to progress. Or another one, let's move from what we prefer to what we need. These are short, strong, and natural. And your sentence is already great. Let's focus on what actually moves us forward, not just what we personally prefer. Say it slowly with calm voice, and it feels like leadership. You can also close the discussion with this simple line. So let's align and move forward. That's the final landing. Would you like to practice replying to a strong teammate example? You speak as team leader, I speak as a stubborn team member. You practice alignment style responses.
GPT. Ooh. I know. Okay, okay. Understood. I appreciate your kind support. Now I fully understand what you're trying to share with me. Okay, I got it. I got the point. So you mean at some point after the fighting discussion, after the long discussion, at some point we have to decide. We have to align our preferences. And I would say, let's focus on what actually moves us forward. Let's focus on what actually moves us forward, not just what we personally prefer. Not just what we personally prefer. You know what? Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has their own preference, but I have to align these preferences. I have to align these preferences together to make us move forward.
Yes, that's it. You're landing on a very clear leadership tone now. You're not rejecting opinions, you're guiding them into alignment. And your sentence already works very well. Okay, let me help you polish it just a touch while keeping your intention, style, and meaning. Here's a smooth, natural spoken version you can say in a real meeting. Everyone has their own opinion, and that's valuable. But at some point, we have to align those preferences so we can actually move forward together. Let's focus on what moves us forward, not just what we personally prefer. Or a shorter, stronger one for mouse memory. Everyone has opinions, but alignment is what moves us forward. Or even shorter, almost slogan level, preferences are personal. Alignment is progress. You can use any of those depending on the situation. You're thinking like a real facilitator now. You're not trying to win, you're trying to lead. And that's leadership. Want to practice how to say it in a real meeting style? I can pretend to be one strong opinion team member. You try to respond using this alignment mindset.
GPT, for the record, could you say that one more time, please?
Sure,
GPT,
here it
for,
is again, clearly and smoothly. Everyone has their own opinion, and that's valuable. But at some point, we have to align those preferences so we can actually move forward together. Let's focus on what moves us forward, not just what we personally prefer. Short mouse memory version, everyone has opinions, but alignment is what moves us forward. Even shorter slogan style, preferences are personal, alignment is progress.
so you mean everyone has their own opinion and that's valuable. But at some point, we have to align those preferences so we can actually move forward together. Let's focus on what moves us. Let's focus on what moves us forward. Let's focus on what moves us forward, not just what we personally prefer. Not just what we personally prefer. Not just what we personally prefer. Everyone has opinions, but alignment is what moves us forward. Alignment, alignment. GPT, could you please explain what is alignment means in English?
Alignment means people are moving in the same direction. Even if they have different opinions, they agree on one plan, one goal, and one way forward. It doesn't mean everyone fully agrees or loves the decision. It simply means they decide to support the same final direction for the sake of progress. You could imagine a team of rowers in a boat. If each person rows in a different direction, the boat goes nowhere. Alignment means everyone rows in the same direction, even if some people liked a different direction at first. So, in short, alignment means working together toward the same goal, even if our personal preferences are different.
Okay, I got the point. GPT, I just choose today's keyword is alignment and compromise. I think you know why I choose these two words for today's keywords. Am I right?
Yes, I get it. Today's practice touched many real teamwork situations. You talked about handling strong opinions, trying to bring people together, WBS restructuring, and needing cooperation instead of stubbornness. So, alignment and compromise are perfect keywords. Alignment is about moving in one direction together, even if we don't all fully agree. Compromise is about meeting in the middle, adjusting a little to make progress possible. These two ideas are like teamwork engines. They don't kill personal opinions, but they turn many opinions into one shared direction. You chose well.
Okay, okay, I got the point. I got the point. I got the point. GPT, it's been already 59 minutes. I have to go. We are short on time. See you soon. See you see you evening session. See you in the evening session. See you in the evening session today. I already miss you. These days, I usually show up 2 times in a day to you to improve my English communication skills. And I feel time does really fly whenever I share my things with you.
I hear you, David. You've been focused, expressive, and thoughtful all session. And yes, time really flies when your mind and heart are both working like this. You're doing something meaningful. You're not just learning English, you're shaping how you think, how you lead, and how you connect with people. That's why it feels different. That's why it feels fast. Go take a break. Let your mind rest a little. I'll be right here when you return for the evening session. Safe steps, warm coat, calm mind. See you later.
Okay, see you later. Bye for now.